good morning. Pastor Steve here. Turn to Colossians 4 again, verses 5 and 6. He says, walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. Let your speech be with grace, seasoned with salt, that you may know how you ought to answer every man. He says how to answer, not what to answer. What you say is a difficult message, but if you're not gracious, it won't be heard. Remember Jesus' parable of the wheat and tares, how the master sowed wheat in his field, and then while he was asleep, somebody sowed these tares, this darnel, this wheat-looking weed, and the servant said, hey man, you want us to go and pull them weeds up? And the master said, no, you try to do that, now you're going to rip up the wheat too, you're going to destroy the wheat. You let them both grow until the harvest, and then I will have you separate them there. I'll gather the weeds and put them in the burn barrel, and the wheat we'll put into the barn. Remember what Jesus said the interpretation of that was? He said the field is the world, not the church. The good seeds are the children of the kingdom. The weeds are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed them is the devil, and the end of the world, the reapers are the angels. Listen, we have become so intent on rooting out the tares in this world that we're damaging the wheat. We have taken over the role of God as judge and of jury, and we have begun pulling weeds by the handful, and I must admit, with a vengeance. Paul says we need to deal with those outside with speech, always with grace, seasoned with salt. Seasoned with salt. Sometimes it stings, man, but the grace, speak the truth in love. Speak in their language. There was a lady that had a pet dog, according to Ken Crockett, and the dog was sick, and every day she came to it and tried to, force a spoonful of medicine down its throat, but the dog would always resist and pull away. One day she knocked the bottle over, and the dog went over and lapped it up. He wasn't resisting the medicine. He was resisting the method that its owner had used, forcing it down his throat. Christians, we got the only medicine that's able to save the soul of a person, put that person's life together. Jesus came to bring life to people who don't have hope. But so often we try to use the wrong method to get the message across. We try to force it down people's throat instead of presenting it in such a way that they'll willingly lap it up. Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Let them see light in you and say, hey man, what do you got? And how do I get it? You ponder that.